What's going on, guys? It's Kyle from Big Money Mindset. Pleased to bring you another video here today, and we're going to be going over my top 5 growth stocks for the next 5 years to come. And I just want to say I really appreciate everyone that's subscribed to the channel so far. The channel's only been open for about a week, and we've seen some very solid growth, and I really do appreciate it. So if you want to stay up to date on all the current and hottest stock trends, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And as for the video, let's get into it. All right, guys, and the number one pick for the top 5 growth stocks is going to be Golden Nugget iGaming. And basically, this is a SPAC play that is going to be merging with Lancadia Holdings 2 in the quarter 3, which is in the next couple of weeks. So you need to be aware, the stock price is sitting pretty low, around $11 to $12. So basically, we're just going to take a look into their investor presentation and see what kind of market they're going after, and are they going to be a big player in the near future. So as we can see, this is a pandemic business-proof model. They've been thriving during the pandemic. Revenue is still going up, increased users. And we can take a look at their iGaming versus sports betting and in-house casinos is 7 times more valuable with iGaming. The average iGaming player versus sports bettor plays longer, reinvests winnings quicker, generates a higher hold for the operator, and has a higher disposable income. And we can see, iGaming 700, casino 450, online sports 100. So they're spending more money, which is the big factor out of everything. And as we can see, the overview of Golden Nugget, leading U.S. online casino operator, launched iGaming operation in New Jersey in 2013, built leadership position through first-class execution, profitable since 2016, delivered significant growth, 48% revenue growth from 2016 to 2019. And we can see their revenue is, 18 million in 2016, 27 million, 43 million, 55 million. So they just continuously go up. People are addicted to gambling. I mean, think about it. Rather than having to drive and go to an actual casino, they can just do it on their computer. I mean, it's a beautiful business model, and they're one of the leading companies that are attacking it right now. There's not a lot of competition, so they're just trying to get the leeway before everyone catches on. And continuously more and more states are going to be allowing this to be, a legal business operation. So just keep a watch out on it. I am currently invested in it, and I will be investing more. So we'll take a look at number 2 growth stock out of the top 5. Let's go. All right, guys, and coming in at number 2, you called it, is Workhorse. And basically, this is a fully electric last mile delivery platform. And basically, they've been doing it for over 20 years. They're finally now just getting their recognition. Currently they are working with UPS, but they're finally looking to land that big deal, of course, with the USPS contract, that we can see in finalization in these next week or two. So basically, they got a proven track record with nearly 400 vehicles already on the road, 5 million plus miles driven in real life duty cycles and limits. So basically, guys, this is a fully electric company that's in business to save large corporations money on fuel expenses. And the driver satisfaction for these vehicles is also very high from what they have said in their statistics. So there's a lot of opportunity to run. It's taken them a couple of years to get it going, but they are finally here. They are at the peak of where they're beginning to just blow up from here on out. So these vehicles are doing a 100-mile fully electric range. I'm sure they're going to be improving that in the future. And multiple size configurations for a broad range of applications. The C1000 is, their main vehicle they're operating in, and their big seller. So basically, there's a lot of room to run with this company, and we are literally right here on the verge of the beginning. Stock is hovering right around that $14 to $20 range. So there's no telling where it can go from here in the near future. So we'll get on to the next stock for number 3. All right, guys, and coming in at number 3 on the top 5 growth stock list, it's going to be Overstock. And this is a company that has thrived during the pandemic, seeing an increase in revenue and customers. Basically, it's an American internet retailer headquartered in Utah. Overstock was originally founded in 1997. So basically, I mean, they sell everything, as far as furniture, rugs, decor, bed and bath, and they're saying that their two largest competitors right now are Wayfair and Amazon, as far as these type of sales online for furniture, rugs, decor, and basically we can see that their revenue was 1.4 billion last year, and Wayfair, was 9.3 billion last year. And Wayfair stock is currently creeping up on $400, and Overstock has just seen that large growth, this past year in 2020 quarter one. And basically, they just got awarded a government agency contract for key products worth $6 billion. Overstock was awarded U.S. government contract with the General Service Administration as one of 3 online retailers providing business-to-business e-commerce capabilities for federal agencies. They were thrilled that they selected them, and for this exclusive group of online retailers to participate in this proof of concept pilot program, which will allow us to supply key items for office furniture and equipment to government agencies. And the platform will allow GSA to test the use of commercial e-commerce portals for purchases below the micro purchase threshold of $10,000 using a proof of concept for up to 3 years. So this is a 3-year contract, worth $6 billion, and basically this is putting them in full gear ahead. You got to realize it took Amazon over 20 years to hit $1,000. This company is right around 20 years plus as well, and they finally just hit a peak high of $100. So this stock has room to grow. If they can increase their revenue, I mean, they are. There's articles coming out that's saying, Overstock could be the first real Amazon competitor. Recently reported much stronger than expected second quarter results. The online retailer is benefiting tremendously from the huge surge of online shopping in general and online purchase of home furniture in particular. Overstock reported second quarter revenue of $782 million versus analyst average of $680 million. Its sales more than doubled year over year. Overstock's net income came in at $36 million versus a loss in last year of quarter two. So guys, they have a lot of advantages as well. Unlike Wayfair, it sells many types of items aside from furniture, clothes, along with accessories, sunglasses, handbags, perfume. The website also sells all sorts of tech offerings, including computers, cell phones, and tablets, as well as nutrition products, sporting goods, and pet products. So, basically, there's a lot of room to grow. As you can see, Overstock has been in business for more than 20 years, and it's finally getting their recognition, just like a lot of stocks are now as well, such as Workhorse, another 20-year company that's finally getting the recognition. So sometimes it takes time, but, they have a while to go. So just be on the lookout for Overstock. They're creeping about 100. There's no telling how far they can go. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the number 4 growth stock on the list. All right, and coming at number 4, we have Roku, which is a TV streaming service who competes with some of the big players such as Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, and basically, you're probably wondering, why is like Netflix not a better growth stock than Roku? Well, the thing is, Netflix is sitting about $500 right now plus, and basically, Roku is around $150. So you got to think to yourself, does Netflix have a better opportunity of hitting $2,000, or does Roku have a better opportunity of hitting $600? And I believe Roku can hit that mark as a 4x much faster. And as you can see, with their revenue, it is crazy. Roku annual revenue of 2017, 28% increase from 2016, 44 increase since 2017, 52% increase from 2018, and then currently 52% in 2020. So guys, they're still growing at a rapid pace, even faster than the year before. They're not just growing fast, they're growing ahead of each year. And basically, if we take a look into comparing them with Netflix, we can see that, in terms of size, obviously, they're not comparable. Netflix has an income approximately 20 times bigger than Roku, thanks to its international growth, and is far more recognizable among consumers. But in terms of debt, Roku is far less uh, than Netflix, with 100 million in debt and 500 million in cash, compared to Netflix's 15 billion dollars in debt and 5 billion in cash. Those numbers indicate that Roku are more financially stable regarding its capacity to mitigate any negative market movements. In terms of business models, Roku is more likely to see an increase in revenue in the near term than Netflix, because subscribers pay Netflix a flat rate every month. Netflix will only benefit if the self quarantines drive subscriber growth. Unlike Netflix, Roku can benefit from an increase in viewing hours because their model indicates ad sales. In general, both companies should benefit from the current situation. The main question for the Netflix, the king of streaming, will be regarding its potential of getting new subscribers. On the other hand, the main question is for Roku will be how the economic breakdown will influence the ability to sell advertising space, and how much companies will reduce their advertising spending. So as you can see, they make crazy money on advertising. They're not a subscription based. Roku continued along its strong growth trajectory in the second quarter, according to its report for the period, which it delivered after the bell a couple weeks ago. Compared to the previous year, revenue increased 42%, gross profit was up 29%, and average revenue per user jumped 18%. Guys, this company has so much room to grow, it's ridiculous. We could see these Netflix pricings on Roku in the next couple of years. Um, the company said its ad business is growing. The number of first-time Roku ad clients is up 40% compared to year quarter, and its performance advertising business, which caters to direct response advertisers, grew 346%, in part due to marketers reevaluating their social media spending. Roku continues to be optimistic about its future, though it has tempered its expectations due to the pandemic. We believe that our overall revenue will grow substantially on a year-over-year basis in the second half and full year of 2020. So, guys, keep Roku on your radar. If you see a pullback, they're dominating the ad revenue as far as advertising, and their revenue just continues to grow year over year. So I feel like they're in a much better stance than Netflix as far as growth, and this is going to be one of the top fives on the list. So let's get into the last one, the number 5, the golden boy. All right, guys, coming in number 5, we have Hyliion. Hyliion's mission is to eliminate the carbon intensity and reduce the greenhouse gas emissions of commercial transportation, Class A vehicles, by being the leading provider of electrified powertrain solutions. So you guys got to realize, the type of market they're trying to tackle. It is massive. We're talking $800 billion. And, there's really only 3 big players right now in the EV market for trucking. That's Tesla, who is getting close, very close, and then Nikola, who is just semi in production. They're years out of producing their products. So basically, they're just competing with Tesla, and Tesla is very focused on their regular cars and vehicles, and they've been building up to the trucking for a little bit of time now. So we can see that the 7-year cost of ownership, that's the main factor that Hyliion is going after, is savings, fuel savings for these big logistic trucking companies. And basically we can see it's 438,000 for Tesla, 637,000 for Nikola, and 279,000 for Hyliion, which is a massive savings. 35% versus diesel, which is incredible. And as far as their upfront vehicle costs, it's in the same range of all 3, around that 200 220 mark. So it is a very solid price point for the ERX. And they've already landed that massive deal, of course. 1,000 Hypertrucks with agility and that's going to be their breaking ground. As far as getting the results out, the feedback for bigger trucking companies to come and purchase the Hypertruck ERXs as well. And they're going after some big competitors. They're going after UPS, Amazon, PepsiCo, Walmart, FedEx. I mean, they could be the leader in the next couple of years as far as EV trucking. And you have a couple weeks left, before this company merges with Tortoise Acquisition. Q3, we have about 6 weeks left. It could definitely happen much quicker than that. So just be prepared to finally load your boat, and it's time to get in. Price point, we're hovering around 19, all the way up to 33. We went. I really want to pull the trigger hard on that $16 range. I might not get it, but I'm definitely not going to miss out. I'm going to be purchasing regardless. I've already purchased a little bit, a small amount, but I really want to load up around that 16 range. I feel like it limits my risk, improves my opportunity to 3-4x. If we hit 60, that's my price target range I'm looking for. Nikola went all the way up to 90. Don't know what that was about. So guys, there's a lot of opportunity in this company. It's my #1 growth stock pick. I might not even treat it as a growth stock pick, if the company gets too overvalued too fast. I'm going to want out. I'm not going to wait, for that overvalue to come all the way back down, then to catch up to what it's actually worth. So definitely put this on the radar for this week, because you might not see it on the radar any longer, because once this company merges, it's gone. So I really appreciate if you watch the entire video, the top 5 growth stocks. I had a lot of fun doing it. Give me a comment, tell me what you think of these stocks. What's your favorite? Any others, you think I should have added? And if you enjoy the channel and you want to see more updates, please subscribe. We're going to be sending out that content daily. Thank you for watching. Big Money Mindset out.